So dear students, we have already discussed about steps in the formation of company. Today we are going to start with the important documents used in the formation of a company. The basic documents that are used in the formation of a company are Memorandum of Association, Articles of Association, and Prospectus. So now we are going to start with them one by one. Let's study Memorandum of Association. Always remember, Memorandum of Association is a principal document of the company, main document of the company. It is known as the charter of the company. Charter means rule book. It is known as the rule book of the company. It contains powers and objectives of the company, that what are the powers of the company and what are the objectives of the company. The memorandum of association, it describes scope of operations. बच्चे जब आपके पास objectives होंगे तो आपको पता लग जाएगा आपने किस लिमिट में काम करना है. It will tell you the scope of your operations. The memorandum provides information to outsiders to know the limitations and scope of companies dealing. That means ये आप outsiders को बताता है कि what is the limitations and what is the scope of companies working. यहाँ limitations का मतलब है boundaries, limits, कितनी limit है work करने की. Then always remember, this is the important point, Memorandum of Association is also known as Doctrine of Outdoor Management. We call it as Doctrine of Outdoor Management. हम outdoor, because we are guiding outsiders with the help of Memorandum of Association. And a memorandum can be altered only according to the provisions of the Companies Act. If you have to make any changes in the Memorandum of Association, you have to follow the rules, regulations regarding the alteration mentioned in the Companies Act, right? So Memorandum of Association, which it is the main document or the charter of the company. It contains the powers and objectives of the company, which suggests the outsiders regarding the scope and limitations of the company, and it is also known as the Doctrine of Outdoor Management. It can be altered only and only by following the rules of the Companies Act. Now the contents of the Memorandum of Association. What are the contents in the Memorandum of Association? First is name clause, then situation or domicile clause, objects clause, liability clause, capital clause, and association or subscription clause. Let's start with the name clause. What is a name clause? The clause contains complete name of the company. The name clause suggests the complete name of the company, that what is the name of the company. But while deciding about the name of the company, certain restrictions are there. These restrictions are: public company will use the word limited and the private company will use the private limited word. That means public company has to use the word limited and the private company has to use the word private limited. Then name should not be identical or similar. Whatever name you are suggesting for your company, that should not be same to any other company, that should not be similar to any other company. It should not contain the word cooperative. Cooperative word should not be there in the name of the company, otherwise it will be cooperative society and it will not be registered. Then it should not convey any connection with any government department. Name should not show any connection with any of the government department also. So while while deciding about the name, mentioning the name in the name clause, we are supposed to follow these restrictions. Then we have alteration in name clause. How we can alter the name clause? Alteration can be done by passing a special resolution and by obtaining a written approval of the central government. That means if you need to make any changes in the name clause of the Memorandum of Association, first of all you have to pass the special resolution. I'll tell you in the next part what is special resolution, and then you have to obtain the written approval from the central government for changing the name. Then the second is situation or domicile clause. The situation clause tells the name of the state in which the registered office is to be stated. आपने वो state का name बताना है बच्चे, where you want to situate the registered office, जहाँ आप registered office को establish करना चाहते हो. Why it is necessary to mention the state? Because you will get the registration from the government of that state only. आपने जहाँ अपना registered office बनाना होता है, from that state only you can get the certificate of registration. Registered office होता क्या है? What is the registered office? Registered office is a place where all the important documents of the company are kept. All the documents of the company, जितना paper है company का, incorporation से related, working से related, all documents are kept at the registered office. And the company must have its registered office when it starts business activity or within 30 days of its registration, whichever is earlier. कब तक company अपना registered office बनाएगी? There are two options. One is within the 30 days of registration, or if the company will start working, whichever is earlier. दोनों में से whichever event will happen first, you must have your registered office before that. Now comes alterations in situation clause, how you can make the changes. If you are going to shift from one state to another, रजिस्टर्ड ऑफिस को आपने वन स्टेट से दूसरे स्टेट में लेके जाना है, देन यू नीड टू पास अ स्पेशल रेजोल्यूशन एंड देन यू हैव टू obtain sanction of governments of both the states, registrar of both the states, if you have to shift from one state to another. If you have to shift from one town to another in same state is same, you are changing the cities, then you need to pass the special resolution only, right? And if you want to shift from one locality to another, you have to remain in the same city, just you are going to change your area, then you will just pass the ordinary resolution. So now I will tell you what is a special resolution and what is an ordinary resolution. Special resolution बच्चे जहाँ पे we need minimum 75% voting, 75% वोटिंग की हमें ज़रूरत पड़ती है, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड द स्पेशल रेजोल्यूशन. एंड ऑर्डनरी रेजोल्यूशन वेयर वी नीड ओनली मिनिमम 50% वोटिंग, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड ऑर्डनरी रेजोल्यूशन. Then the third is object clause. Object clause contains main object and the other secondary objectives of the company. Object clause tells you what is the main objective of the company, and for achieving that main objective, what kind of other objectives you are going to set, secondary objectives, that are mentioned in the object clause. Object clause defines the scope and limitations of the activities of the company. The object clause clearly mentions what is the scope of the company, in which limit company is going to work. I have already told you, like if the company is going to mention its objective in the object clause, तो it is very much clear that company कितनी लिमिट में काम करेगी to achieve that particular objective. But while stating objective, while deciding objective, three things should be kept in mind. Objective must be legal. Objective should not be contrary to the provision of any law, against नहीं होना चाहिए किसी भी law से, and it should not be immoral, right? These 3 points should be kept in mind. Then we have alteration in the object clause. How you can make changes in the object clause. For alteration in the object clause, company needs to pass a special resolution and obtain the permission of Companies Law Board. Special resolution and permission of Companies Law Board. The fourth clause is liability clause. Liability clause defines the liability of the members. कि members की liability क्या है, whether it is unlimited, up to limited, up to the extent of shares, limited by guarantee, that. So in case we have already discussed this in the previous concept in the previous video. If the company is limited by shares, the liability of members will be limited to the extent of unpaid amount on the shares, unpaid amount on the share capital. Whatever is left to be paid by the shareholders are liable up to that extent only. And if the company is limited by guarantee, the company's liability is limited to the amount of guarantee given. Each member's liability will be to the amount of guarantee given by him. जितना उसने जिस amount का guarantee दिया होगा, he will be liable for that particular amount only. And if you need to alter the liability clause, simply you need to pass an unanimous resolution in a meeting of its members. But simply you need to take a decision in the meeting and you can change the liability clause. Then comes the capital clause. Capital clause tells you, specifies amount of share capital with which the company is to be registered. It tells you that with which amount you are going to register the company. The capital with which the company is registered is also called, what name you give to the capital with which you are going to register your company? Registered capital, authorized capital, or nominal capital. And the company can issue only, I have told you, minimum subscription, and can issue only that number of shares which are authorized by the memorandum. बच्चे कंपनी उतने ही शेयर्स इशू कर सकती है जितना मेमोरेंडम में वो अपना ऑथोराइज्ड कैपिटल लिखेगा. अगर कंपनी ने लिखा है कि पेड अप शेयर कैपिटल ऑफ 5 lakhs ओनली, रुपीज़ 5 lakhs ओनली, तो कंपनी रुपीज़ 5 lakh तक ही शेयर इशू कर सकते हैं, नॉट बियॉन्ड दैट. Then comes alteration of capital clause. How you are going to do alteration in the capital clause? You need to pass a special resolution and then you need to obtain the permission from the Companies Law Board. Then you have different types of capitals. Yes, this is the important point, types of capital. First type of capital is authorized capital. Authorized capital is also known as nominal capital. The definition of authorized capital is given in section 2, subsection 8 of the Act. I have already told you this definition above. That is the such capital authorized by memorandum of association of a company to be the maximum amount of share capital of the company. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा कितने shares company issue कर सकती है, that is called the authorized capital. Issue capital mean, it is given section 2 subsection 50 of the Act. Such capital which the company issue from time to time. फॉर सब्सक्रिप्शन पब्लिक को आप इशू करते हो टाइम टू टाइम, एक पर्टिकुलर टाइम पे इशू कैपिटल कुछ और हो सकती है, सम अदर टाइम पे इट मे बी डिफरेंट. देन सब्सक्राइब्ड कैपिटल मीन द नंबर ऑफ एप्लीकेशन, जितने लोगों ने एक एप्लीकेशन दी, सब्सक्राइब किया, एंड दिस डेफिनेशन इज गिवन इन 2 subsection 86, that such part of the capital which is for the time being subscribed by the members of the company, जिसे members ने subscribe किया है. Then called up capital is defined in section 2 subsection 15. It means such part of the capital which has been called for payment, जिसके लिए बच्चे आपने पेमेंट डिमांड की है. जैसे अगर आपसे 3 रुपीज़ की पेमेंट मांग रहे हैं हम, तो दैट इज़ अ कॉल्ड अप कैपिटल. एट पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम वट एवर अमाउंट ऑन शेयर्स वी आर कॉलिंग फ्रॉम you, that is called the called up capital. Then we have paid up share capital or share capital paid up. It means how much money we have already paid on the shares. Its definition is given in section 2 subsection 64. It means such aggregate amount of money credited as paid up as is equivalent to the amount received, or jitna already shareholders have paid on their shares or which have been credited on the shares given by the shareholders is called the paid up capital. So capitals are of 5 types: authorized capital, issued capital, subscribed capital, called up capital, and paid up capital. So next bachche we have association or subscription clause. The association or subscription clause, it contains the declaration by the directors. Now the directors of the company, they will give declaration that we, the several persons, the names whose names are mentioned over here, whose names and addresses are submitted, are desirous of being formed into a company. They are declaring that they want to form the company in accordance with the memorandum of association, according to the clauses, details mentioned in the memorandum of association, and they are ready to undertake the qualification shares. That जितना भी उन्हें directors बनने के लिए, first directors बनने के लिए, they need the shares, they are ready to purchase those shares. And the declaration must be, then they will sign all the directors will sign the declaration. Alteration in subscription clause, it is not possible. We cannot alter the subscription clause. This was all about the memorandum of association. There are 6 clauses in the memorandum of association: name clause, situation or domicile clause, object clause, then we have liability clause, then we have capital clause, and association or subscription clause. Now we have second type of the document, article of association. Article of association, bache, it contains rules and regulations regarding the management of a company's internal affairs. It discusses about the internal affairs of the company, which rules, what type of rules the company is going to follow, what type of regulations are there in the company. So the article of association defines powers, duties and rights of the managers, ऑफिसर्स एंड बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स. दैट मीन बच्चे इंटरनल जो वर्किंग कर रहे हैं उनकी पार्ट्स, उनकी ड्यूटीज़, उनके राइट्स बताते हैं. यूजुअली बच्चे AOA is the short form of article. Usually all companies make their own articles, but if in case the company does not want to make frame its own article of association, अगर कंपनी ने नहीं बनाना, then in the Companies Act we have table F. In table F there are 99 model sets of articles are given. मतलब different forms, specimen दिए हुए आप what kind of articles company can make. There are 99 sets are there. The company who are not interested in forming their own article of association, they can follow any one set from the 99 sets given. AOA must be signed by all the directors. All the directors are supposed to sign article of association. It must be attested by 2 witnesses. 2 witnesses should also be there. Then bache, it is also known as bylaws of the company or doctrine of indoor management. It is known as the doctrine of indoor management. And for the memorandum of association, we have used doctrine of outdoor management. And the contents of AOA are divided into paragraphs, and then paragraphs are numbered. Whatever details we are mentioning in the article of association, we write in the paragraphs, and then we divide the paragraphs into numbers. We point out the paragraphs को numbering कर देते हैं बच्चे. So what are the contents in the article of association? The amount of share capital and different classes of shares, whether you are going to, how much capital you are going to issue, and then what kind of shares you are going to issue: equity shares, preference shares, right shares. Right of each type of shareholder, procedure for making allotment of shares, procedure for issuing share certificates, procedure for transfer of shares, procedure for forfeiture of shares, Procedure for reissue of forfeited shares. Forfeiture of shares or forfeited shares means बच्चे sometime the shareholder is not able to pay the complete value of the share. In that case, we take back the shares from the shareholder. This is called forfeiture of shares. And then procedure for conducting meetings, procedure for appointment and removal of directors, duties, powers, remuneration of directors, then procedure for declaration and payment of dividend, procedure regarding winding up of the company, procedure regarding keeping books of accounts and their audit and seal of the company. All these details are mentioned in the article of association. So if you observe all these points, you will come to know all these points are related to the internal working of the management, internal working of the company. That is why article of association is known as the doctrine of indoor management, right? Then बच्चे article means, what is article? Article means article of association of a company as originally framed, जैसे हमने actually में बनाया है या अगर हमने इसमें कोई भी changes किए हैं according to the time or in applied to pursuance of any previous company law of the act. That means you are following the act and you have framed it for the company. That means article. If you need to make any alteration in the article, you need to pass a special resolution. First of all, you need to pass special resolution and you have to follow the following condition. The conditions are: alteration must not be contrary or against the provisions of Memorandum of Association and Companies Act. Whatever alterations you are going to make, that should not be against MOA or Companies Act. It must not result in breach of contract with outsiders. Because of that changes, हमारा outsider के साथ contract break नहीं होना चाहिए. It must be in the interest of the company. Whatever changes you are going to make, that should be for the good of the company. It should not result in increasing liability of members. Yes, members की liability increase नहीं होनी चाहिए. And if the alteration involves conversion of public company to private company, then approval of central government to be taken. If you are going to make such changes, then your company is going to be converted into private company, from public to private it is going to convert, then you have to take permission from the central government. Then बच्चे there is a difference that you are going to do yourself, difference between memorandum of association and article of association. Now the last document is prospectus. What is a prospectus? Generally अगर आप देखोगे कि whenever you take admission in school or in the colleges, when you will go ahead further for further studies, you will see the organizations issue a prospectus to you people. In the prospectus, they provide you full information about the company and they provide you the form, they invite you to take admission in their institution. So basically बच्चे, prospectus is a document that invites the general public to invest in the shares of the company. In simple words, I'm telling, a public limited company limited by shares must issue the prospectus if he wants to make an appeal to the public to subscribe the shares. जब बच्चे public limited company ने, because ये public limited company ही बनाएगी, because private company is not going to issue the shares to the general public. So जब आपने general public को shares को subscribe करने के लिए request करना है, invite करना है, in that case the public limited company needs to issue the prospectus. A prospectus is any document. It may be any notice, circular, advertisement or other document. किसी भी form में हो सकता है बच्चे, that invites deposits or offers from public for subscription or purchase of shares or debentures of a body corporate. It can be any notice, it can be any circular, it can be any advertisement through which we are inviting the general public to invest their savings invest their deposits into our shares of the company. In general, we can say prospectus include any documents which invite general public to invest their money in the securities of the company. And the main essential elements of the prospectus are, there are three situations. There must be an invitation to public at large. Open invitation होना चाहिए public को. It must be made by or on behalf of the company. Invitation should be from the company side or on behalf of the company. And invitation must be to subscribe shares. Invitation कुछ और नहीं होना चाहिए. It should be only related to the subscription of shares or debentures of the company. That's it for prospectus. Now we have choice of form of business enterprise. How we are going to choose the business organization. बच्चे कैसे आप business organization को choose करोगे? The first choice, बच्चे, it is very tough to choose a way different type of organization out of the so many types of organization, at which organization is best suitable. So we have enlisted various factors through which we can decide which type of organization we should go for. First is nature of business. If you are going to start such a business, you want to start a business which needs your personal attention, then you should go for the sole proprietorship. If you are going to start such a business in which your motive is providing services or mutual help, you should go for the cooperative organizations. And if you are going to start any such business which needs heavy investments or which needs huge amounts, then you should go for the company form of business, right? Second is management. Management ability means ability of the management to manage the work. If you really want your management should be effective, then you should go for the company form of organization. Because बच्चे, in company form of organization we hire the services of experts, and we are, वो आप सर्विसेज लोगे एक्सपर्ट्स की, आप क्यों ले रहे हो? बिकॉज यू आर हैविंग ह्यूज अमाउंट ऑफ मनी विद यू, आपके पास अच्छी कैपिटल है, फंड्स हैं, आप एक्सपर्ट्स को पेमेंट दे सकते हो, यू आर हायरिंग सर्विसेज ऑफ एक्सपर्ट्स, दे विल मैनेज योर वर्क well properly. Then is flexibility of operations. Flexibility of operations means कि if you want कि high degree of flexibility should be there, जब आपका मन करे you can bring changes in your working, then you should go for the partnership firm or you should go for the sole proprietorship. But if you need to make changes इन लॉन्ग टाइम, आप चाहते हो कि ज़्यादा चेंजेस ना करने पड़े, रिजिडिटी है चेंजेस करने में, देन यू शुड गो फॉर द कंपनी फॉर्म ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. देन वी हैव कंटिन्यूटी. Temporary ad hoc business, if you have to start, you should go for the sole proprietorship business or you should go for the partnership form of the business. But if you want to run business for long run or you want to do a permanent form of business, permanent nature business karna, then you should go for the company form of organization, and in which you can arrange the huge amount of funds and you can expand the business also. Then we have liability. Yes बच्चे, liability is the important factor which helps in selecting the form of the organization business. बिकॉज बच्चे रिस्क इन्वॉल्व के बेसिस पे ही हम डिसाइड करते हैं. फॉर हाई रिस्क वेंचर्स, जहाँ वेंचर्स में बहुत ज़्यादा रिस्क होता है, वी शुड गो फॉर द लिमिटेड लाइबिलिटी, वी शुड गो फॉर द कंपनी फॉर्म ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. बिकॉज इन दैट केस बच्चे मेंबर्स की लाइबिलिटी लिमिटेड होती है, उनके पर्सनल एसेट्स को कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं आती, उनकी फैमिलीज में कहीं प्रॉब्लम नहीं आ सकती. बट इफ़ यू हैव अनलिमिटेड लाइबिलिटी, इन दैट केस सोल प्रोप्राइटरशिप ऑफ पार्टनरशिप फर्म यू हैव टू फॉलो, बिकॉज इन दिस केस द वेंचर्स आर लेस रिस्की. Then is we have capital consideration. Capital consideration means if you it depends upon the amount of money required to start the business. अगर आपको business को start करने के लिए ज़्यादा amount की ज़रूरत है, then you should go for the company form of the business. अगर आपको limited fund से business start करना है, you can go for the sole proprietorship or you can go for the partnership. Then we have degree of control. Degree of control, if the manager wants to keep the control in their hand, if the businessman desires कि all control should be in his hand only, then he should go for the sole proprietorship. And if he wants to share the control with anyone else, then he should go for either partnership firm or he should go with the company form of organization. Last is legal formalities. If you do not want to follow much of the legal formalities, if you want to avoid legal formalities, then you are going to follow easy formation company, that easy formation form of business organization, for example sole proprietorship or partnership. If there is no problem in following the formalities, you can follow the procedure properly, then you can go for the cooperative organizations or you can go for the company form of organization. So bache, in gist of all these factors is this summary is that all the factors are interrelated and interdependent. So entrepreneur should not consider one factor at one time. He has to consider all the factors together while deciding about the form of the organization. Then last table is there which explains you factors influencing the choice of form of organization. First factor is capital. I'll tell you the first best business and the least best business. Least business which you should not go for. Least advantageous. From the capital point of view, you should go for the company form of business. And you should not go for the sole proprietorship business because company में आपको huge funds मिलेंगे, but in sole proprietorship the funds are very limited. For cost and ease of formation, अगर आपको easily form करना है, कोई problem नहीं face करनी, then you should go for the sole proprietorship and you should avoid company form of organization. When we talk about managerial skill, you need the services of experts, so you should go for the company form of organization and you should avoid sole proprietorship because sole proprietorship में बच्चे one person cannot be expert in all the fields. Then is regulation. If you want to follow least regulations, कम से कम rules regulations follow करने हैं, then you should go for the sole proprietorship business and you should avoid company form of business. Flexibility, again अगर आपने less flexibility लेनी है, you will go to the company. More flexibility is sole proprietorship. Then is continuity. If you want to continue a business, at any cost. It is company, and agar continuity doesn't matter, then you should go for the sole proprietorship business. Then last is liability. Company form of business is best suitable for the liability because liability of members is limited here, and agar aapko farak nahi padta, then you will go for the sole proprietorship. This was all about forms of business organization. Now बच्चे go through the chapter, just revise the chapter, concepts को clear करो, understand all the features of various forms of organization, and revise properly, and we'll cover the next concept. We'll start the next chapter in the new video. Till then, take care.